let's go to the I call it conventions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right word y'all want to use or whatever the case may be, but go ahead.
Not really conventions, but like it kind of is like a convention because we have the Low Trade Show where basically anybody could come in and we have some vendors and you can get familiar with more of the people that's actually in the culture. You could buy some of the vintage stuff. There has performances. Then there's the Low Life Barbecue. That's actually coming up June 30th.
Okay.
So if you guys watching, feel free to come out to Highland Park in Brooklyn. And June 29th there's the boat ride.
Okay.
It's a big culture and anybody can get involved with it.
I was about to say, do you need to have like you need to be brought in by invitation or anything like that?
Oh no. Like pretty much when it comes to like the low culture, it's open. It's an open invitation. Anybody who really wants to get into it and you have a genuine love for it, it's open arms. Like it's all about making it bigger. Because from '88 and now we're in 2018, basically 30 years. If we started shunning people who didn't have open arms, nobody would gravitate to it, right. And it keep getting bigger because you got the younger generation of the low lives, and them dudes. It looks promising for the most part because they're not letting it go. They're holding on to new tradition, and then they're putting their own spin on it.
Explain the atmosphere, you know, when all y'all together, everybody showing off their pieces and stuff like that. Like, how was that?
It's like a big hangout. It's like, imagine you and all your friends when you're like 13 years old, and you're all there, but at the same time, you don't really realize the clothing. But it's like a big photo op. Like you're like, oh, I haven't seen that in a while. Let's take some pictures. So it's like you reconnecting with people you haven't seen. You're making new networks, and it's to a point. There's Low Life Japan. Shout out my boy Yogo. It's my bro out there. You got the Polo shot crew in Spain. Low Life Australia with Spurt. It's just this thing is the meetings. It's all about the word I'm looking for. I guess is camaraderie at these things. You come to the convention. You might not know somebody. Few conversations, then you be like, yo, this guy's really cool. Next thing you know, you're making phone calls, you're making deals with somebody that's way on the other side of the world, other side of the country. Forget the States. But that's what the conventions of the barbecues brings together. And there's actually a big event every year at the 42nd Street Low Goose on the Deuce. That's the show up, show out your pieces, Dre, because best dressed trophies handed out for like best goose, best dressed, male, female, and it's where you want to be if you're really in the culture. You want to be at that event. If you're interested in wearing interested in polo and the lifestyle, you want to be at that event. Have
you won any awards going to that event?
Actually, 2016, Low Goose champ.
Okay.
17. No, my boy won. I mean, you got to watch the video and you guys decide. But my boy got the trophy for that year. But like, it gets really, really crazy out there.
What'd you have on that day, if you remember? And what he had on.
That's where the name came from. Like the name ONESiELo came from that year. Because the year before that, I came out with this whole. It was like the Red Devil outfit. Everything was just all red. RL 2000. The sweatpants. I'm saying sweatpants. The ski pants. The socks. The boots. The knit. The button up to the knit. The short sleeve shirt. It's like it's totally outfit architecture. So it's like because it's all about peeling. How much of it can you pull out and how you painting a picture. That year is what the year set me off because. My OG Bebop came out. He was wearing this all white ski suit. Like advertisers are like, yo, you're the original cocaine cowboy. When I seen you that day, because I was like, I need this trophy after I seen what he did. But the year, to answer the question, the year I won, I came out there wearing the whole Snow Beach hoodie. It was basically all green, but the piece that really, damn, I wish you guys could have been out there. It would have been nuts. It was a full body ski one piece onesie out there that dudes have not seen since like 1993. Some people didn't even know it existed. I got that from a man off of a trade. Like I said, the trading is how you can come up with some crazy things because what one person doesn't think of, you can see the potential of it. Trade him that one piece, one body onesie. No exaggeration, no lie. In the middle of Times Square and the red steps, the whole entire place right there is yelling onesie. People's like, what the hell's a onesie? And they're like, oh, a grown man in a onesie. And he had on this all black and red downhill. Shout out to Sun Low, because he had this all black ski man on. Like his outfit was fire that year, but that year what really set off was like the shock. Because his outfit, I can't take nothing from his outfit. It was put together fire with the ski hat, with the ski man on it, with the knit, with the ski man on it, with the other ski man, the shirt on it, with the other ski man tee. It was just rough, but when everybody's like, what is that? I have never seen that. The onesie was just a shocking factor that just set him off. He got his revenge the following year. But that was the year that the other name got created, because it's like every year when I come out, I don't decide my name on it. I mean, like, everybody's gonna be like, yo, that's Cousin Jay or Jistlo, because the Jistlo was like the original name from all before. But the impact of like the low and how you put it together could trigger a nickname on you, moniker for you.
Right.
That year it became Onesie, and then that name's the name I can't shake because everybody just keeps calling it Onesie. But the last year, came out with this all polo. Everything was polo, but everything had a Gucci stripe on it, and all of a sudden you kept hearing everybody yelling Gucci the whole time. That confusing the crap out of people because they didn't know what was what.
Right.
But that's the other beauty about Ralph. You can have a piece that nobody knows what it is and confuse it for every other label but what it actually is.
Right.
And those are the conventions. Those are the type of things you see at the conventions, because there's a lot of sneaky one-of-one pieces that some dudes will have that never got released or never got made. And you find those now.
Let's talk about a little bit about your collection. What's the most... I want a rundown of what you have and what's the most expensive, rare pieces that you have. That you know a lot of people do not have that.
Well, I got a lot of shit that people don't have, because I go to a lot of sample sales. The sample sales, I go there and I pick up pieces that the price point on it, you kind of got to set those on those, because it becomes how much do you care about it, how much is sought after, and how out the box can be found it is.
Yeah.
But if I did, that's a tricky question for me. Like, I don't like putting dollar signs on pieces.
Right. Oh, I mean, you don't have to tell me how much it is.
Oh, no.
I just want to know what is it that you have that's really exclusive.
The exclusivity of it, if I had to think about, because there's a lot of weird pieces there's pieces I had I wish I kept. There's a sweater I had. It used to be one of the most expensive pieces I had, and I got rid of it in college, and I thought I won, because it was it's called the original Martine, not the remix one. It's a sweater that Fab had on his that baby video when he was on the porch. I forgot who the other dude was. Some other artist was named. I can't remember his name at the time, but he's standing on the porch. He's wearing a gray cashmere sweater. The sweater's a gray cashmere turtleneck, and it has the teddy bear on it wearing a full black suit and a pocket watch. That sweater was like maybe $1,200 when I was in college. My man boosted it, sold it to me for $450, half price sweater. Felt great about it. Got into college my first year, and my man told me, I'll give you $850 for that sweater. I just said, took it off my back and tossed it, and I went home, felt like I was up.
Yeah.
That same sweater right now is $1,300, and I refuse to pay for that. But right behind that, I got Indian head. There's the Arnold Palmer turnaround. The Arnold Palmer turnaround is another shirt like this, but it has the golf man like he just took the swing. To me, it's a cool shirt, because I got that from my man. I got it for free. My boy just blessed me with it. But that shirt right now on eBay or any of these places, like $800, $900. It's just, that's the thing. That's what's weird about it, because you have to look through the video and see it, and I have to point them out, because there's just the price points go up and down on these things. But like my favorite piece out of it might be my 1994. No, I'm lying. I just say my '94 Indian head. That's my second favorite piece. My favorite piece has to be my '92 Grandpa Sit Down Teddy Bear, because that was like one of my first few pieces I got back then. And that's why I was like, I don't want to put price. I can't put a dollar value on it. I know what people pay for it. But certain pieces, the wars I've gone through them, and I know what I've done for them and done to get them. So it's like, even if somebody was telling me, I'll give you $500 for it, I know I can go buy another one right now for $500, but it would hurt me to let that sweater go, because I'm like, the history of it would make me, I'd want more from it.
Yeah.
Like, I tell everybody, like, you come to my house, there's pieces there, it all can go. It's just, you got to hit the right number that is going to make me feel like, you know what, you took a piece of my past that's not going to bother me that much, and I could recreate. And that's what that Polo is for me, actually. It's pieces of my past, like certain years, like. But the Indian head, the Arnold Palmer, the turnaround, it's a lot, man. Like, I can't even, like, getting dressed in the morning is a problem. So it's like,
you got some pieces to pick from, man.
Because it's like, because you got some pieces that you be like, this is really value, but then somebody you turn around and you go look over here and grab a winter piece. So it's like, my Indian head is like my baby. My Indian head, my grandpa is my baby.
Well, what was the logo for that, for the Indian head?
Literally, just a big Indian head. Like, it encompasses the entire shirt.
Okay. Has
the face on it, just says RL94. Never been reprinted. And the fact that the sweater's from that far long ago, and you really can't find your size. That's the only other thing. Nobody has a true size on it. Somebody will get you a medium. The medium fits you like an XL. So when you get it, like, this is not my size. Then you keep going back and forth, and you never really. So finding it is what causes the value of that particular piece to rise. It's never been retro, never been done anything like it, and it becomes too hard to find. You can find that sweater anywhere between $700 to $1,500 right now on eBay.
That's great.
I paid $75 for it.
Shout
out to my man too, who used to be Booster back in the days. You kept me fresh in high school, my nigga. Appreciate you.
Let's talk about the logo.
Mm.
Do you know why they go through so many changes? You know, they have the bear, then they have the man on the horse. And I need to see sometimes the man swinging a golf club. You know, you got the Indian head.
Different sports for different things for different eras.
Okay.
Like the teddy bear, as far as I know, that was like a personal thing that he created for Ralph. That every year he gets a bear. Every year they used to create a specific one that may not get released, and they put some on the shirts. So the bears, he used that to as more appeal. I don't want to say more of urban or youthful feel to it, but he uses that. People gravitate to it. Everybody loves a teddy bear, so it can go through anywhere. Not everybody plays polo, so when you look at the man on the horse, you're like, eh. To some people, it's kind of plain. And that's the tricky thing about the little logo on the horse. That little horseman could be anywhere between a $40 horseman to a $300 horseman. Because there's shirts that you look at it, it's a plain polo shirt, and it has a little horsey on it, and you're like, oh, regular horsey, but it's a purple label shirt. But when you really look at the horse, the details on it, like you'll see the jockey's head, you can see the helmet, you see the socks, down to the number on the saddle. You see the number on the saddle that the jockey's riding on, a little logo on the shirt. But then you turn around, you see the plain one. So it's like the variations. He just gives you options. Like there's the whole golf line with the golf shield, because some people don't like the little ponies. Personally, I don't care with the little ponies. The power is in you. You make the logo more powerful. But that's why the big horsey, little horsey, small horsey, it's all within you. As long as it's a real Ralph horsey, not that 2 man on a horse thing that some dudes be wearing. Like,
I seen a bunch of horses like there was like like in a race.
Yeah. Oh, that's another logo that he did. Like he did the Stampede match. Okay. But when you look at it, you see that each horse has a man on it. Mm-hmm. When you look at some of the, like you said, the other bootleg joints, you see 3 horses. Why you look like there's 6 guys on the shirt? Like, are they horses hidden behind the horses, or like, yo, I'm lost here.